And we have some breaking news coming in. 2 blasts have rocked the Afghanistan capital this morning. At least 4 people were killed and 8 others injured in the blast. The blasts happened at the Shashdarak in the central area of Kabul, which has a number of foreign offices. A journalist was among those killed in the blast. No group has claimed responsibility so far, but the blasts come just hours after the Taliban announced the revival of its spring offensive against the US forces in the country. This is the big breaking story we are tracking for you at this hour. 2 blasts have rocked the Afghanistan capital Kabul this morning. At least 4 people were killed and 8 others injured in the blast. The blast happened at the Shashdarak in the central area of Kabul, which has a number of foreign offices. A journalist was among those killed in these blasts. No group has claimed responsibility so far, but the blasts come just hours after the Taliban announced the revival of its spring offensive against US forces in the country. And for more on this story, I'm joined by Zubair Babar Khail. He's a journalist joining us from Kabul. Good morning, Mr. Babar Khail. What more details can you provide us about this blast? And would it be fair to assume that the Taliban have carried it out?
Yeah, good morning. So far, none of the militant groups have claimed responsibility for such attacks, but mainly these kind of attacks are carried out either by the Taliban or the ISIS in Afghanistan. What we know so far is that in the first suicide attack, that was 3 to 4 people were killed and a number were wounded, but in the secondary attack that happened a little far from the first one, the police couldn't confirm the death toll or the casualty figures, but they say that there might be a number of the reporters wounded because they had gathered there to cover the first blast, and a number of civilians who wanted to help the victims of the first blast.
Right. And also, Mr. Babar Khail, could you tell us a little more about this area, the Shashdarak area where these blasts have happened? What kind of an area is this? We believe there are many foreign offices located in this area. Could you tell us a little more about the topography of this area?
Yes. It is right at the edge of the green zone, which is a small area that is called green zone, where there are a lot of embassies and NGOs, including the NATO forces main headquarters, the Resolute Support headquarters, and also it is on the back of the U.S. Embassy, like a few hundred yards from the U.S. Embassy. It is right at the edge of the green zone where the first blast was happened. And the second one is a little farther, like about 200 yards from the first one.
Indeed. And as far as these blasts are concerned, do we have any information whether any vehicles were used to conduct these bombings?
Sorry?
I was asking whether any vehicles were used to carry out these suicide bombings.
Yeah. In the first one, the police confirmed it was a motorcycle carrier, which a small kind of thing that carries small loads made of the motorcycle. So they say it is called Zaranj in Afghanistan. So they say they use this small motorcycle vehicle loaded, by the explosives, and it was a suicide attacker.
Zubair Babar Khail, thank you so much for joining us with those updates.